Hello everyone and welcome to a new sprint review from the Eclipse JKube team. Regarding JKube, we've kept adding more improvements related to the Helm features. This will probably lead to the release of Helm Maven and Gradle plugins to fulfill all of the Helm related requirements for Java applications. For the Fabricate Kubernetes client, we work on updating the OpenShift model types to be compliant with OpenShift version 4.13. We also released version 6.9, which includes the latest model types both for vanilla Kubernetes and OpenShift. And as usual, for both projects, we spent some time dealing with bugs and general maintenance tasks.
Hello everyone, in this video we'll look at the newly added Spring Boot layer jar support in Eclipse JKube. In previous versions of JKube, we used to copy the fat jar into the container image, and that fat jar used to be executed for running the application. This required just a single copy statement in the generated Docker file, which copied the Uber jar containing all the application code and the required dependencies. Since Spring Boot 2.3.0, Spring Boot introduced a layer jar that allowed decomposing the application into different layers, like dependencies, Spring Boot loader, application, etc. This helps in creating more optimized container images. Frequently changing components like application code are isolated from not so frequent components like dependencies. Now Eclipse JKube makes use of this layer jar to create more optimized container image. Let's go to the demo project to see this in action. Okay, so I'm back in my terminal for the demo, and I am right now in a basic Spring Boot application. So I'm using Spring Boot 3.0.11, and for JKube I'm using JKube version 1.15.snapshot since it's not released yet. Alright, so what we are going to do here is we are going to do an initial build and then we are going to do some incremental change on top of that and see how the layered container image gets affected from the incremental change. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do the initial build first. mvn package kubernetes build and push. So we'll also push the image to our Docker Hub account. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so it's pulling the base image right now. Okay, so build has started. So as you can see, there are separate copy statements for different components like application, Spring Boot loader, dependencies, etc. And now it's pushing the image. So as you can see, there are multiple layers to push now because we are relying on the Spring Boot layer jar to have different layers for different components. Okay, so it's pushing. Alright, so our image got pushed and built and pushed to the container registry successfully. So let's try to do an incremental change. Let's try to modify this source with a very minor change. Let's just change the endpoint from v1 to v2. So we are doing change in only the application. So we'll do mvn package again, and we'll also do the kubernetes build and kubernetes push part. Alright. So it's building again. So this time the build was faster because most of the layers got cached, and now we are pushing. So while pushing, as you can see, out of 5 layers that are prepared for push, only one got pushed actually and others were already cached. Alright, the push was successful. So as you can see, only one layer got pushed because we made changes only in the application, so that impacted only the application layer. That changed over our rebuild, and only that got pushed, and we reused the already existing layer from the previous build. So this concludes the demo. Thanks a lot for watching.